and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable, hardworking, enthusiastic, motivated, cooperative, respectful, and punctual? Conroe Independent School District Special Education Department can meet your needs by connecting you with potential employees that have been preparing for a lifetime of employment. We have numerous individuals seeking paid and unpaid work experiences. If your company is interested in seeing how we can meet your business needs, call Conroe ISD Special Education Department to find the best employees for you at 936-709-7671.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. I'm sorry. I just said something. Oh, nice. You didn't do that in the mic, did you?
Tastes like coffee.
Ugh. Poor baby. Richard has had this horrible cough and cold, and it just keeps staying with him, and he keeps waiting till we get right on the mic, and then he...
Just like Chris Wootton, he's the gift that keeps on giving. Wootton Financial Group is proudly sponsoring this program. If you have any financial questions about future planning, retirement planning, I believe tax planning, all sorts of stuff, WoottonFinancial.com is a great resource. Call Chris Wootton today. You can find the phone number in the description below of the Cindy Cochran Show.
That's right, Richard. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get over, introducing your sickness and all that. And then I was going to get right to Chris, because if it wasn't for Chris, we couldn't have, guests like Brianna Dunahoe, because she comes in here and brings such light and such information. And I just couldn't wait for her to come over, because when I ask you, the time I ask you, the Astros weren't doing very well.
No, they were not doing well.
And so then I thought...
They were like in third place.
Yeah, and I thought, oh dear, this is going to be kind of depressing. And but I had to cancel. And then I said, okay, you got to come. You have to be here. And she agreed to it. She's so busy, and we just really appreciate that. And you're busy at... what's the place you work?
I work for the Milstead Corporation. We have Milstead Towing, Milstead Used Cars.
Shout it out.
We have our service center down on Fraser Street, and then we have 2 hazmat companies as well.
Yeah, two
hazmat companies. Mm-hmm. One
Really?
Environmental and one emergency. So like on the freeways when a tanker truck spills over or there's an accident and stuff needs to be cleaned up, we're the company that comes in and cleans up those messes.
Oh my word! So that's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Do you get many calls?
Yeah, a lot.
You do? Really?
Mm-hmm.
It must be just like, I feel like we never have any murders. We never have any accidents.
Well, murders, no, but we do have lots of truck accidents. Like,
well,
tanker
45
trucks rolling over, and
well,
we do all of Houston. So 45, I-10, 59, 610.
Oh man,
yeah, we do all over.
Oh,
Houston.
No wonder you get a lot of calls. Yeah, especially from Houston. But 45 is the freeway. If you do, if you're listening and you're out of town or watching us out of town, I-45 is always the one that people either cross themselves or whatever before they get on it and start their trip, because it is, I mean, if you didn't have religion before, you'd probably get it, or maybe you lose it. It just depends on how it goes.
Depends on how your trip
yeah,
goes.
it goes. But if you can make it your destination on 45 without any kind of nothing happen, then you're doing good, because I'm telling you, it is
ridiculous.
A trip, truly. I heard all these sirens and, like ambulance. It was the fire engines and all that. And the first thing you think of is there's a fire, there's a fire somewhere. And because you're scared to death, we all live around the trees. And so if it starts
and everything
jumping.
is kindling right now.
Oh, my word, it is. And, of course, Samuel loves it because he doesn't have to mow because all of our grass is brown. All the grass is brown. Yeah. And it is just, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's so buoyed up. I can't believe it. So in that sense, will it ever come back? I wanted to ask some horticulturist,
Come back.
does the grass ever get green again? What are we gonna have to wait for? And but it always does.
It always does.
It's so funny. Like everything's brown, and then I look at the crack in the driveway, and here comes a little green plant. So it's so cute. But anyway, it's hot, and it's going to stay hot until maybe next week. We have some rain coming in.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
No, we had rain this weekend, and it sprinkled for about 7 seconds, and then it got hotter because it was muggy then.
Yeah, then we
no,
have
thank you. Just keep your rain.
A true song.
Just keep your rain.
I love that. How long have you lived in Houston? I mean, in Montgomery County.
44. I'll be 45 in January, so all but 18 months of that I've lived in the Houston area.
Except for 18 months. You lived, okay.
I lived in Holland, Michigan for 18 months. Don't ask me why. I don't know what I was thinking. I was not emotionally or shoe prepared to live in Michigan. I'm a flip-flop girl, and that does not work in the snow. So,
I know.
Yeah.
It's sad when you'll never get those hours back.
I cannot.
That's just,
But
those months or those
I do
years
have
back.
a beautiful 12-year-old because I lived in Michigan for 18 months. So.
If Chloe came from Michigan.
No, Braylon came from
Braylon
Michigan. She's my Michigander.
Oh, that's why she is. She came on the show and did her thing. She is so talented, and she is, she's amazing. Her mom sings. She sings used to sing in the choir. We didn't call it choir.
We have a praise team.
Praise team. I'm sorry. That's true. That's right. And when Samantha would go to church, we have to sit in the back, and she starts singing, and the people would turn around, especially the kids, would just turn around and just smile at her. They said, "It's so much fun to sit back here by you because you just sing out."
You sing.
She sings, and so she has a good time. But there's so many things going on in this, in our city, and we're loyal to the Houston Astros. Even though Houston, I'll try not to ever go back in that place again. But
I'll be going on Sunday because I'll be going to see my boys on Sunday.
Oh, you are? You're going to go see them?
I go Sunday and I go Tuesday. My uncle will be in town from Michigan, so we're all going as a family on Tuesday to see him. So.
Oh, man. Now, where are y'all sitting?
My mom and I are going Sunday, and we're sitting in section 119. So, and then we're going Tuesday, and we're sitting in 109 or something like that.
They should have a special place for you, Brianna.
They should, and I should get free tickets, but I don't.
Yes.
I have to pay ridiculous amounts of money for my tickets. So
can you act like you're under 12 and you can be one of the buddies?
They have figured that out.
Oh, the buddies look like they have the most fun
They
of
do,
everybody.
but I would never run the bases. I can't ever.
You wouldn't run the bases.
Running the bases, no.
Chad, because I was on 13, I got to. And we did some commercials out there for an agency I was with, and he got to be and he got to wear an Astros uniform, and I think when he was about 6 or 6, I signed the
national anthem.
The national anthem, and he got to come out and go into the clubhouse and
the dugout.
That was just the club. If you weren't here to interpret what I mean. It would have to be Richard,
The dugout?
Richard would start coughing. But But anyway, it was so much fun, and he remembers those days. We have pictures, and he thinks that was like the coolest thing.
If you live in Houston and you haven't toured Minute Maid Park, like when the guys aren't here,
Yeah.
it is amazing to do the backstage stuff in Minute Maid. It's there are room like on the 400 level. Nope, in the 200 level, there's a room for like news people, and it's got like there's a wall of every single Astros team from Colt 45s to current year.
Oh, wow.
And it's like it's their team photo. It's like on this wall. It's amazing. There's all those little hidden gems that if you don't know, you don't know what you don't know. And so you get to see the clubhouse, you get to see the dugout, you get to see the bullpen. It's amazing. If you've never done the Minute Maid tour, you need to do it.
You may be too young, but did you ever go to Foley's, where
Downtown?
Well, it's right outside downtown on Gulf Freeway, and that's
With
where
the walkover bridge?
Yeah, that's where the Colt 45 original stadium was, and what they kept was the home plate, and that was so incredibly cool to come there and stand there and look at this monument, this home plate, the Colt 45s.
That's kind of how I feel about the Walmart on Sawdust.
Why?
Because when I walk in there, I'm like, this is where the baptismal was. That was our old church.
Oh, the
this
old
is
church. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Because you're right. I couldn't believe that. I just couldn't believe that Walmart built where our church was. I know they're experiencing a great success because that's where they are. They're in the right place at the right time. And it's been blessed and consecrated so many times. So they better be sweet. Yeah. But I think that there's a lot of history in sports, especially in sports and stuff like that. But that's weird, and it's all Altuve. It's just it all comes
Altuve.
back.
I'm
back
an
to Altuve.
I'm an Altuve lover. That is whom I have my jersey. I have earrings with his face on them. I am an Altuve lover. But he and Dubon, 2 nights ago, they did a double-double. So both of them hit single home runs in back-to-back innings. And that was the first time that's ever happened in MLB. I saw that stat the other day.
Oh, really? Okay,
and then
good.
he has hit 5 home runs in 6, I think it's like 6 plate appearances in the last 2 games. And I was like, holy cow.
He came back hard. But Mauricio, I can't believe they don't say his name, that last name.
Dubon Maldonado.
But is Dubon's last name Mauricio?
No, it's Mauricio Dubon is his name.
That's his first name. It's Mauricio. All right. Anyway, so I can't believe they don't use his name and just like go crazy with it because it's so cool. It's such a cool name.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch these last couple of games, and all is right with the American League West. We're back number 1. After being number 3 and number 2, and now we're back to number 1, so I'll take it. I know we're only a game ahead, but I'll take it.
Oh, good. That's so great. And we beat the Texas Rangers. See, there's always been to me, Dallas and Houston always work very competitive. And it's the stroke. But it's competitive. And so every time we had to play them, the Cowboys or whatever. If we won, it was such a victory.
Well, they have the silver boot shootout or whatever it's called, and there's a silver boot that each team, whoever wins the series that year, gets the boot for the next year, and so we have clinched it this year. So because of how many times we play them, and so yeah.
Well, I think Altuve, started so much, not just now, but I mean when he first came on, he, and people just comment about how happy he is, and he's always so happy and doesn't flinch whenever something happens, and he knows everybody on the other team comes by, and he's out there talking to them and going like, if you miss this, Altuve, because you're out there talking, you're going to get in so much
my favorite
trouble.
is when him and Aaron Judge are standing there together. That's the funniest thing to me.
That is so
because he's so little and Judge is so big when he's on second base. It's so funny to me.
I'm sorry, but it bothers me. It's cringy the way that Aaron Judge stands at the plate. And
It's
he
cringy?
poses it, and he poses for everything. Like when he bats, it's such a dramatic, and when he goes up, and when he goes up and holds it for a while, and then, did I do the home run
It's
again?
fine.
Yes.
It's
No, I didn't.
fine. It's fine.
No.
He's not my favorite, but it's fine.
Oh.
Everybody does something weird. Have you watched Kyle Tucker at the plate?
He
With
has
his-
to. He has to pick up the dirt.
He has
and
to
feel
rub
the
his
bird,
hands.
yeah.
He's got to touch his belt. He's got to
Yeah.
touch the end of the bat. He's got to touch it to each shoulder. Like, I love him, and I'm ready to keep him for the next 20 years. But that makes me laugh every single time.
Well, if they just would quit adjusting themselves all the time on the field, I don't get that. That's really disgusting. I'm sorry. It's a guy
Well,
thing.
they got
They got a
jock
cup.
straps
they got
on.
They got a cup. They got a something. They got a.
Well, okay, so I'm going to blame the cameraman for keeping it on them while they.
Plus, they're wearing. I always love to see when baseball the variety of how they wear their pants.
I like
Yeah.
the high. I like
Like
the knee
some guys wear it real tight. Some guys wear it real baggy. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of like it's that material. I don't know what kind of material it is, but I was like, can you imagine wearing that for work? It's like the most uncomfortable.
Well, it's when they wear their belt under their gut. It's just, if they just pull up your pants and put it over your gut is better than just
Who is wearing gut? Who's got a gut in baseball?
every pitcher.
Vogelbach.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
that's
maybe.
true.
Okay, yeah, maybe. I'm just sitting here going through our roster, going.
Alvarez
Maldonado has a gut.
and Maldonado.
Okay, and Maldi's lost like 25. He lost 25 pounds in the off season.
Yeah, he's fat.
he
But all
has-
catchers are like that.
Yeah, they're all built like that.
You'd think they would be really thin because they have to stand up and sit.
Well, certain ones are. I think it's going to shift.
Well,
I think that position is going to shift dramatically in like the next 10 years.
all right. I'm going to announce today.
Okay.
I have the perfect solution for shortening the game, other than the 8-second count. I've got it. I've got it. This will be.
Oh, I'm so scared. What are
Okay.
you thinking?
I'm thinking what they need to do is cap the amount of times that they get to hit a foul ball.
No.
Yes.
No.
You give them 5 fouls, and then that's it.
No.
You struck out.
No. It's called working the plate. If you are on the offensive side, you want to keep the pitcher pitching because you want their pitch count to get up. That is a strategy. No.
I get
No.
everyone. I
No.
get so annoyed. And I'm speaking for everyone. Everyone gets so annoyed at how many times they do those foul balls, and you go like, if they just keep this up, then we're going to be sitting here because you have there's no ever any rule that says, okay, that's enough, just enough. You've hit 50 foul balls and that's it. That's it.
Right. But that's called working the count. You want to work the count and get the pitch count up so the pitcher goes up earlier.
Well, what about the batter who's sitting there doing this?
They're
and-
working the count. That's their job. Keep going. Stay in the box longer. Because if he's not in the box, it's an out.
Well, I know, but it's still it just seems like if we go the stupid 8 count thing, then we need to cap something else as well.
No,
to
we've capped
shorten it.
plenty. No.
And the games are pretty fast now.
I was going to say they're about 2.5 hours now.
Yeah.
I know it did
Short
it did
of
help.
overtime
No, it did
or
help.
extra innings.
It did help shorten it. And it's just really funny when the umpire says, "Okay, that's a strike because you
balked or you
interfered
did
with
too
the
long."
yeah."
I mean, it goes by so fast that I feel like when I'm watching, I miss a couple pitches because of just the way the camera work and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a second, he's already out.
Yeah.
I
How did
missed,
that happen?
Yeah, like I missed
Yeah.
a pitch. What?
I think it was the hangover of the commercial that was running before that, and then we came back too late. That's what I feel like a lot of times. Is I feel like, wait a minute, I know Tucker
Well, it's a
hadn't
commercial.
batted yet,
Yeah.
and he needed some. Did he get put out? But okay, the coolest shot I have ever seen, and I have just begged, the TV to tell the cameraman, leave it on the shot where it looks like it's the body cam of the umpire. they do it just really a quick shot of this before they go to, behind the pitcher as he throws the ball. But have you ever seen the shot? Do you know what I'm
Where
talking
they're
about?
looking at the pitcher from behind the catcher?
Yes. It's
is a cool
great.
shot.
And
It's a
so
cool
you
shot.
really can see, when the ball comes
Like the
through
strike
there.
zone, yeah.
Yeah. Because that strike zone, that box is,
It's relative.
why they draw that box?
It's relative.
It's relative to nothing. It's just like, because sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Now, when the AI takes that over, that's going to be pretty funny.
No.
You don't think so? No. It never will. You're always going to have the eye of the
You always
umpire.
have to have, yeah.
But that umpire can be, bribed and
No,
stuff.
they can't be bribed, but they can be. But that's part of the game, is the human error
Element?
part of it. Yeah.
Well, I get, because I think once a batter has turned to the umpire and said anything mean to him, the umpire's just waiting for him to come back up there. And yeah, just try and do that again. No, so you give them much more. You have more faith in them.
they have to be. They have to be partial. They can be. I mean, the coaches can
question.
petition, can question, can
I
question
mean-
calls. But I mean,
Well, Mauricio, when he missed that ball the night before, and he had his glove open to catch it and shut his glove. Oh, I know. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him, but it was like a stupid. It's like a little league thing. What are you doing?
Those are, and Altuve's making crazy errors all season too. I'm like,
That's true. Yeah, but he'd been hurt.
whatever.
Bless his heart.
He gets paid millions of dollars to figure out how to play baseball. Come on.
That's why he's got.
That's how I feel about. That's how I feel about Abreu. Like, we were very spoiled with Yuli. Anything that was thrown in the general area of first base, that man caught and stood on first base and was fine. And we're having to adjust to Abreu, who doesn't quite have that yet.
I know Sam would go like, "They're paying this guy millions of dollars, and he hadn't hit one thing yet."
Finally,
can't
he got
catch."
hot.
Yeah, he does.
And
has
Brantley
gotten
is
hot.
back, and he hit a home run the other day. That made me so happy.
That was That's where I felt like, okay, you're back. You're worth something. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Mine
Brantley is
paying
my
you.
mom's favorite. We bought her a jersey a couple of Mother's Days ago that says Uncle Mike on it.
Oh
And
no,
that's her favorite. That's her favorite. So.
that's hilarious. But I just can't stand Abreu's ponytail chin.
In his ugh.
That just
Why?
Why?
You look like a little poodle. Why are you doing that?
see those are things that
The
I think
funny
women
part
notice.
is the La Pina, the hair of Yuli, did not bother me at all. I loved it, and this little ponytail right here makes me crazy.
And me too. I'm so glad I'm not the only
No,
one.
you're not the only one. We
I
were talking
know.
about that the other day watching the game.
You see, but those are the things that and like Bregman. I love Bregman. He is when he goes after a ball, like it picks up with his hand and throws it to the first baseman, you go like, you are so cool, and it's great. But when he gets on there and he starts rocking back and forth real quick, and it just like drives me crazy. Be still. Watch the ball.
He's got to be
all the way
ready. He's got to be ready.
Yeah, but something will distract him, and because I always watch their face to see if they've dropped their face before it hit the bat, before the ball hit the bat. Because when I try and coach Cash, Chad's little boy, here's the deal. Here's what no other player will do, and if they did it, they would come in contact with that ball every single time. You watch that ball all the way to the bat, where the bat comes in, and then you see the ball hit the bat. You know you've got to hit. You've got to hit. But if you put your eyes down for 1 second or look away for 1 second, thinking that I know where the ball is, you don't. You don't. Your eyes have to see that ball come all the way to the bat.
Did he listen?
He goes,
Okay.
okay. And I'll say, Cash, come on. Now watch the ball all the way to the bat. And he goes, what? Oh, strike. Strike one. Sabrina goes, don't talk to him.
Stop
He's
talking
up
to him. Stop helping.
Well, see, we used to be able to go, come better, swing, but and all that. You can't do that anymore. They don't let you do it.
They don't let you chant anymore.
No, you can't do
they
anything.
Take all
It's
the
not-
fun out of
Right.
little league sports.
Right. So we've got first place nailed down almost, and then
Well, for today.
Now, does that mean that we're in the wild card section?
No, that means right now we are in first place in the AL West, which means we have a dedicated spot in postseason.
Okay. Yay!
Today.
Only.
It doesn't really matter until the end of September.
Right. But now
so we've got to get through the month of September first place.
We have to win this series, right?
We have to win every series. From here to the end, yeah.
Yeah. From here.
Because the Mariners are only a game back and the Rangers are only 2 games back.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's so exciting. It really is.
This is the hottest the AL West has been since 17.
Yeah.
We are fighting for our lives here. I mean, and so we either want to be 1 or 2. If we're 1 or 2, then we're going to the playoffs.
And we have to get what's his face out of the tower. The sleeping in the tower, because if the Astros win everything, then you get all your furniture free.
Oh, Mattress Mac.
Have you seen the commercials?
Has somebody bought any from him? I haven't. Every year I say I'm going to go buy furniture so that I get my furniture free when they win, and then I never do it. So.
Oh man, could you imagine what a gamble that would be? But he's got his money spread where he's talked about how he does this in Vegas, and he
it doesn't matter if he wins
board.
or loses. He is completely covered. It's not out any money.
Do you know the first year he started advertising like he did the jumping up and down stuff? He spent $3,000 on advertising, and he made $3 million that year. That was just amazing. And
in like the 80s when he was dressed up in the twin mattress, the holdout twin mattress. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I just remember his jumping up and down was just, was everything. He came on like gangbusters.
Well, yeah, but one of his very first commercials, he was literally wearing a twin mattress. Like that was his thing. And then he started with the whole saves you money and pulls his wallet out of his back pocket with money. And yeah, like it still floors me that when you call there, most of the time he's the one that answers the phone.
Yeah. No, and he better be up there. If I come by there and he's not up in that tower, after I've had to watch all those commercials of him
Have you been
zipping
in this store?
himself. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I swear to you, they take you in there and lead you around so that you get lost, so that you have to buy something so that they can show you where the door is again. Because it's a maze. You cannot get out of there.
Yeah, it's great though.
And the sports memorabilia in there is amazing. Just go look at the sports memorabilia.
Well, it's been years since I've been in there, but he was there, of course, walking around, talking to everybody. And that was when it was really hot. That commercial was really hot. And then his daughter took over. And that didn't last too long.
No, she is the Post Oak store. They have a Gallery Furniture on Post Oak,
and she does all those commercials.
She does the Post Oak. She does the Post Oak location.
Because to bring some class to it.
Of course.
Like, come in here. We won't yell at you, and I won't pull stuff out of my.
That's the classy
behind. So it's just
same
it's so
furniture,
great.
Just a classier location.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's good. Then she represents well. Okay. Now, also. Brianna is brilliant at, you don't say because I'm saying Brianna is brilliant at football. And
we had our draft Saturday.
Texans. The Texans, she goes to the Texans, the camp.
I didn't go this year. It was too
stinking
hot.
Oh, yeah. Well, last year you were there.
Last year I went.
Yeah. And she has 50 jillion pictures posted on her Facebook. If you want to see and videos and everything that you can see.
Awesome.
You feel like you were there.
It's because they're awesome.
I hope so.
I'm excited about our new coach this year.
You got to talk into them.
I'm excited about our new coach this year. So.
Why?
Because he used to be a player.
Oh, yeah? Oh, he was?
Yeah.
See, I know nothing.
Defensive line.
See,
anyway, so I'm excited to see what they do. They are the Texans. It'll take them a couple of years to get fully going, but
oh brother, we're back at that again.
Yeah, always. It's always a rebuilding year. We've had to rebuild a lot since Bill O'Brien left.
That under construction all the time.
So, but I'm excited to see what they do this year. So, we'll see. And we're retiring JJ's number at the Steelers game. And everybody's like, why the Steelers game? Because his brothers will be in town.
Oh,
So his whole family will be here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we're retiring his number at the Steelers game. So I'll be
Good.
watching that one.
Good. That's
But we drafted for our fantasy league on Sunday. So,
now for your company.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, for my previous, I'm still with my
you're
previous
still-
company's fantasy league. Yeah.
And you're doing. You're head of the league.
No, I'm not head. This year, I have turned it over to somebody that works there. So
Okay.
I'm not head of the league, but I am the only girl playing in the league.
Okay.
So we'll see how it works.
Brianna is like the fantasy football expert.
No.
For the female,
Nope.
wait, let me finish this. For the female group that's one that would like to play, and that she's taught her people at different places she's worked. She teaches them all about it, and she's the one that advises them. And they come to her and say, "Is this the right pick? Should I do this?" and all that. So she's so brilliant about this. And it's a girl. She's a girl, and she does so well. How much money do you think you've made over the years? Have you ever counted up?
I probably have not made any money because the same $50 that I win every year is the same $50 that I play with every year. So,
oh, that's right. You put in money in the beginning, and then whoever wins the pot.
Whoever wins the pot gets
But you've had to win a lot of pots.
I've won a couple pots, but not. Like last year I didn't get anything. Last year I changed jobs during the middle of the season, so it was like I wasn't paying attention and I was not with it at all. I didn't come in last place, but it was close to it. So I'm hoping to do much better this year than I did last year.
Well, I mean, that's just scary because you could win a lot of money.
You can win a lot of money.
And if you did it, what's the one that's real? Like the most popular.
DraftKings?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can play daily at DraftKings. Like you can draft a team or you can get a team for just the week and play with that team just for the week and win pots. Like that's crazy to me. Like for me to do my draft on Sunday, I literally spent all day Sunday researching and seeing where people were probably going to go in the draft and like figuring out which guys I was going to get and which contingency guys I was going to get. And it's so stressful for me.
Have you ever gone up to one of the players that you've drafted and that did real well for you, or that that he was part of your team? Have you ever gone up to them and told them, and they go like,
no, because most of the guys that are on my team aren't on the Houston Texans. They're like, because it's the whole league. You pick from the whole league.
But you pick from the Houston Texans, and
I don't have any Texans on my team this year.
That's not very loyal.
I know.
How
I don't have
loyal is
any
that?
Texans on my team this year.
I mean, I don't blame you, but that's just not right.
Yeah, I don't have any Texans on my team this year.
See?
I did get Aaron Rodgers as my backup quarterback because I was, of course, while I was researching, I was pre-gaming with Hard Knocks because the Jets are on Hard Knocks this year because, he doesn't play for Green Bay anymore. He plays for the New York Jets. And, he was going to retire and he's Jets. So I was watching that. And so I've got like two Jets. I've got a Jets wide receiver and I have Aaron Rodgers. And so I'm like, okay, here we go.
Well, see, if you, I got to tell you, Richard, he gambled for the first time.
For the first time?
When the first time you gambled? Is that what you said?
It was the second time.
The second time?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
First time doing slot machines.
The first time, what?
Doing slot machines.
Slot machines, okay. Well, that's gambling. But if you did, it's his first time that he gambled, and he was talking about how he wouldn't tell me how much money he had because he didn't want people to know how much money he was carrying and all that. And but it was his first time. I remember the first time I did that, and I could see quickly how people got sucked into this stuff.
So much fun.
It is so much fun. I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday with Betty Weaver.
Yes, oh, Betty.
And
yeah.
I told my mom, I said, I'm taking $200. That's all I'm spending in Vegas at the slot machines. Everything else, I'll spend money on shows, and I'm spending $200. I came home with like $800. I was like, I now know why people are losing their minds to gamble here.
Oh man. Well, that's the curse if you win, because I would lose. I said I'm going to do $20, and that's all. Until Sam said, just give me $20. So I'm going. I came back and said, okay, 20 more, and I think I've got it. I think I understand now what they're doing, because I'd never had gambled.
Well, I won $1,200 and came home with $8 because I just kept playing, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm walking away.
That's walking away is just, that one more, and you turn around, and you watch the person.
It's called being cheap. It's called being cheap.
No, people still, it messes with your brain. But so I thought, because he said it was a lot of fun, but didn't you feel like afraid that you could sit there the whole time and lose a bunch of money?
Oh yeah, I mean I lost money.
You did lose. Well,
yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. But you wouldn't tell me.
I came back with nothing that I brought.
Now, how do you get back? With your friends pay for everything for you?
I budgeted myself what I was going to spend.
Oh, well,
he didn't take his rent payment.
Yeah.
And gamble it away.
Well, keep asking the friends. Look, I'll pay. I'll get you whenever we get back.
My friends would go, we don't have no money. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see people losing their mind doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It is
selling stuff out of their cars like used to be.
It is. It's really scary, because that next time is yours. That next time it rolls around, it's going to be yours. You're the one that's going to win this.
Yeah. No, thank you.
And
I learned to play blackjack in Vegas, but I do not play at night. I only play during the day, and I only play I fully use the girl card. Okay, I've never played this before. Can you help me through this? And most of the dealers during the day will walk you through how to play it. And
they will.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, they will. At night it's cutthroat. They will. They don't say nothing. They don't even make eye. Nope.
Is it because the high
stakes at night.
Stakes were there? Okay,
yeah,
those guys.
But if you ever want to learn from a really great dealer, just go into Vegas and say, "Okay, I've never done this before. Can you help me through this?" And they do.
I can do that real easy. Yes, and I do that same thing. I have that same face and that same sound in my voice when I go into the 7-Eleven to get one of those scratch-off cards. I don't know which way I should scratch this off. Is it okay? No, my mother would say, that is gambling. You do not go and buy those cards, because it's just, you're throwing your money away. You're never going to win. It's ridiculous.
I only play the lotto when it's like $20 million and $60 million. My mom's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, God can't bless me with winning the lottery if I don't play. So." So I only play then.
That's it. No,
the odds are not in my favor ever.
No, but do you know if you won that big of a lottery? If do you ever play it out in your mind?
Oh yeah, what I would do. I have a whole plan of what I would do if I won the billions.
Okay, so if you win the billion, and all the relatives that you don't have but come out of the woodwork claiming that they are your relatives and they need help. And they need some money. Do you understand that? That's what happens?
So, 100%. So I have always said that if I won billions, I would take, if I won $60 billion or whatever, I would take $1 billion of it and give friends and coworkers, and I would spend $1 billion just giving to people, giving my friends $1 million loan to start the company that they've always wanted to start.
Yes.
They have to come with a plan, and they have to come with, but I would give them the money to start the company that they've always wanted to start. I would buy a apartment community for single moms and that be just single moms that are living in that community, because it would help them build community, and I could do it for low income and help them get started again. There's all kinds of things that I have aspirations and dreams of doing if I ever did that.
And your children would be going, Mom, here's the deal.
Mom,
are you going to cap this at any point? Because I need to know what we're going to be able to get out of this.
No, I'm going to spend it all before I die. I'm going to take my money and spend it all, because it's my money. It's not generational wealth. It's my money.
My sister's, Carolyn, is CPA. And this woman came to her she inherited this, like a whole lot of money, millions and millions of dollars. And she told Carolyn, she said, I have a plan, and I'm going to gift people a lot of money. I don't want them to know who did it. I don't want them to know my name. I don't want anybody to know. I'm just going to give this to you, and you can give this to them. And it's a gift to them, okay? So Carolyn said, "Are you sure you want to stay anonymous? Yes, I do not want anyone to know who I am." So Carolyn started doing this, and she said, and the reactions and the crying and the, not wanting her to leave because they were so happy with it. And she said, "It's not my money." I'm telling you, I can't tell you who did this, but she went to the woman and said, "Listen, I'm telling you something. You have to come with me and
watch.
And watch this and see what this is doing for people." I think your faith that you just want this to happen, and you have faith that they'll be happy about it, but you need to see how you've changed these lives by doing this. And she said, "I just can't take it because they're seeing me and the money, and it's not you and the money." And so she finally got her to come to a couple of these meetings with people and said, "This is what we're going to do for you, and we're going to help you do this." And she said, I can't believe it. She just cried every single time. This is, she can't believe it.
You ever
That's what
want to
people
bless
do.
somebody? Go into an elementary school and tell them, "I'm going to pay off all of the old lunch debt."
Oh,
When I was on the PTO at Oak Ridge Elementary, that was one of the things our PTO tried to do every year was pay off the lunch debt, so that the kids would start over at square one, and their parents weren't drowning under $200 worth of lunches every year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
right. Yeah,
Because there are kids that don't eat if they don't eat at school. So
that's right.
yeah, we would go in and write a $300 check and pay off, 15 lunch debts, and it's amazing. Just walk into an elementary school and say, "I want to pay off 6 kids' debts for lunches," and they'll give you a number, and you write a check and pay it off, and it's amazing.
That's such a great idea. I don't even think of something like that. My mom would go around and give $5 bills. She'd go to the bank, get all these $5 bills, a bunch of them, and then she would just go and hand them to somebody. And she said, giving, it really is, the giving is the good part. That's the good part. And the people getting that, helps them for a little while, but it helps you like for much longer time. And so she would do that, and every time there was somebody not begging, but asking for money, for help, and she would give them the money. And I said, "Now, Mom, a lot of these people aren't going to do good with that money."
Right.
And she said, "That's not my problem."
Yep. I gave it with joy.
That's right.
What they do with it is their problem.
God said to give, and then that's going to be their, whatever they're going to do with it. That's up to them. And I just feel like that was what I needed to do. And I said, "Well, that's true. That's a good way to look at it. You don't feel any kind of guilt because that's up to them. It's on you. Like it's on you." And so she would do that, and she'd stop. People would be honking and everything, stopping because she's trying to find it. Here's some gum. Here's something to eat.
Here's
This one girl, I pulled up, and this girl comes over, and she said, "I need you to, I need something to eat right now. I'm so hungry, and I'll give you one of these flowers that she was selling." And I said, "Well, you don't have to do that, but I'll go get something for you. Tell me what you want." And then she gives this order what she wants. I went, "Okay, I'll be right back." And the only inconvenient thing of it was trying to flip around in that under the freeway and come back around and then get next to where I could get to her. And she thought I'd forgotten about her. She says, "I just thought you forgot about me, but you didn't." I said, No. This was, I needed, you said you were hungry, and I know what it's like to be hungry, but not really hungry. When I'm saying I'm starving to death, or when Richard says, "I'm so hungry," and I know he's not. But that's the hunger that you feel. It must be 10 times, 100 times people that don't have money to buy anything, can't buy anything. And so I watched my mom, she did all that. And so it was a good example for me. Like you need to always help people. We do not have 5 minutes. You haven't said a word.
He said some
You
words.
haven't said any. I mean, you haven't talked.
Well, I'm sick.
He
Cindy.
has said
I don't
some
want to
words.
cough.
Oh, it makes you cough. Okay. Okay.
Big Baker. Oh,
That was for you and all the radio people. Thank you.
Big Baker.
No, I'm at that point at the end of the sickness. So every cough, something comes up. So it's never just like.
Okay, you don't need to say that.
It's like,
You're trying to expel it.
yeah,
Oh no.
the devil's coming out of me, Cindy.
Yeah, we're trying
Well,
to.
that means you're almost
exercise.
well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if we just could
And then
get,
Cindy gives me something else. I feel like it's an ongoing tennis match.
you're gonna have to Lysol this mic.
Yeah.
They're having the same problem at their house, so it's okay.
It's just you get it back and forth. When does the immunity happen? Like we've all had
I
it.
think it's happened when you're 6 feet under.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
th-
don't
I
want to
always
test
wonder-
that theory.
yeah. If that's what's it called? Immunity. What's the first word? When everybody
Natural?
gets sick, everybody's going to be sick, or they've gotten the shot, and it's herd immunity. Or anyway,
Yeah,
it's
herd immunity.
that we all get well and we all stay well because we've had it, and we're not going to get it again. See, this is what I don't know about this type of variant that's on there now. Is it one that? But I don't think it's as bad. I think it's just a really bad.
Well,
bad
it's so
cold.
weird after COVID is everyone is now recognizing that people get sick,
Yeah.
but no one knows what they're sick with.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that person's sick. That means they have COVID.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it
yeah.
could be a cold, or it could be like, for example, my nephew, when he got sick, it turned into a bacterial infection in his chest.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm pretty sure you can't spread that.
Nope, you can't. Not bacterial. Viral, you can.
So, but I was just like, so for like a week, everyone's like, oh, he's COVID. And then it's like, oh no, he has a bacterial sinus infection.
2 Christmases ago, I had
So-
Poor
I
thing.
went because I just knew I had COVID, and they were like, "You have the flu," and I was like, "Oh, we're still doing that."
They still have the
still
flu.
doing
Well,
the
that's what's
flu?
so weird, though. That's what's so weird about that kind of stuff, because I think what's going to end up happening in like 10, 20 years is they're going to sell us some at-home tests.
They
Crap.
already have.
No, I
at-home
meant
tests.
more
Oh,
of-
for everything.
I've been for everything, so it's
Yeah.
like you can't leave your house until you put your finger on this.
Yeah.
And we know you don't have something that can spread. And
Mm.
then everything similar to how like drugs were classified, the sickness you have are going to be classified. So if you have the flu, you can't go. You can't leave your house. If you have COVID, you can't leave your house.
Well, they're sure
But if you have a
trying.
bacterial infection, you're fine.
They're sure trying to get the mask back on.
I don't
I'm
see.
just-
I don't see that. I don't
I
know.
haven't seen that
Yeah, I have
either.
no idea what you're talking about.
You haven't. You
Have
haven't
you been
watched the
anywhere in
news.
your life in the past year that's required you to have a mask on?
Yes,
Where?
the
Well,
doctor's office.
besides the hospital.
yeah,
But I
the
think-
doctor's
doctor's
office and the
office,
hospital.
you have
still
to-
I
count.
think that's going to be permanent.
No, the kids are going to be have. The kids are starting to have to wear the mask in different cities. That's
That's not here though. I'm talking about here.
No, I was just getting ready to say I'm really interested to see if we're going to demand that, mandate that. They
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
see
with
it.
no.
I don't see it.
they better not because it.
I think mothers and fathers are so sick of their kids, they don't want to do anything more extra for them. They're just like, just get them out of the house. I don't want to get masks. I'm not doing the light. Like, if they come home with lights, everyone's getting lights. They don't want to take care of it.
Oh, that's
Oh, what?
No.
Has lice gone away? or
no, it is not.
The camp, because you go to the camp,
Mm-hmm.
and that was one of the things they had to test. Is it ever had a camp?
Yeah,
And
ticks, lice,
No.
all that good stuff.
No. That makes my
Samuel-
head itch just thinking about it.
Samuel and Cindy had lice one year, and we were trying to put all this stuff in their hair and trying to before they tested, and it was the biggest mess of all things. And Cindy thought she had lice, and so she said, "I don't know what to put in there. I don't know what I should do." I said, "Peanut butter. I heard the peanut butter is good." So she took the peanut butter. She's allergic to peanut
Peanut
oil.
butter. Oh my gosh.
And she started
Itching.
whelping
Oh
all
my
over the
gosh.
place. I felt so bad because I never thought about the peanut oil. And, oh, Cindy, I'm not a good grandmother either. So, but anyway, okay, now I have 2 minutes.
Not everyone's perfect, Cindy.
Thank you, Richard.
But some of us try to achieve it.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Well, Richard always makes me feel better. Just, it brings me back down to earth, like it's okay.
He's your center. It's fine.
He is getting ready to go partay.
Yeah.
He's not going to come in tomorrow.
That's what I love about being sick. Hopefully,
ready to party.
Because my theory is I just get someone else sick, so it leaves me.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Isn't that how it works?
Or you just drink enough alcohol that it flushes it out of your system.
Yeah.
No, don't tell him that. Don't give him any more reason to.
I'm really excited because I get to. I'm checking out Joe Rogan's new comedy club tomorrow night.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So I'm seeing Ron White. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, you're going to see Tater?
Yeah. He's part of Jeff Foxworthy's little group. I think he was the youngest one that was on the.
He's the youngest, but looked the oldest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy.
So
I'm so happy for
him.
I think I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're getting ready to go rest and just enjoy. And are you going to smoke cigars?
I don't know if you can smoke indoors.
Oh, no, not indoors.
I mean, at the strip club we're going to, you can.
You're not going to a strip club.
Oh
What are you
my gosh!
talking
Did you see her
about?
face? She was like, "What?"
Like,
You
what
mean
would
COVID
say?
Central?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, you're going to be around all those people, and
Yeah, all those strippers. You never know.
your immune system is down, and so is your
No, it's not. It's the strongest it's ever been.
immune system.
Yeah, it's
'cause
fighting off
It's
stuff.
fighting off stuff. Come on, get with it.
Okay.
Say, bring it on.
Okay. All right.
Your
Well,
immune system is down when you get everything.
Yeah.
well, who we have to thank besides Chris Wootton and the Wootton Financial Group is our first responders. First responders, we love you so much, and we just, you're so brave. You can't believe you've run into things when we're running away. Thank you so much for being here and helping us stay safe. Love you. Have a good day.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
The orchid is a flower that blooms